no problem. All right. Good. Should be up now, isn't it?
Yep. It
Good.
is.
Okay. So we were talking about purchases of slaves being made in the, I think, Emunus, the House of Woman, I think. And one important thing to note is the usage of de with different prefixes, ba and mu, to mean to walk away with, to carry off, and to present or bring to, purchasing table. So there's that. And then we had different measures, and now we're going to have to continue, I think. We ended up at line 11. So I think here, yes, bade. So we know that this much he has carried off. Urki, of course, that being, I think, the seller. So now we shall continue. So we stopped at the very last line because it composes a new period. So we'll have to start with again the last line.
Okay. Well, that's a 1 again at the beginning.
Very good. How did we
Did we say
okay, we
something? Oh, we just put
yeah.
1.
Yep. Good.
And that's a suck.
Really good. Let me get the weird G again. Okay.
So it's a sang. Okay.
Sag, yes. Followed by a little something.
Followed by something. Can I call a friend?
Sorry?
Can I call a friend?
You can.
I think it's Nita, isn't it?
Nita.
And you might find it beneficial to look at the word list because I have recently included it. It should be one of the last 2 or 3 entrances.
Ah.
So neat.
Okay, so that's a male slave.
Right. So the thing is, sang means head, but you know how in Latin you say pro capite, like you have many different expressions that relate to humans and a number. I mean, so pro capite is like one each. So the head is really a representative. It stands for the whole body, for the whole person. So same thing in Sumerian. In some contexts, you have head being used as basically a word for person or slave, depending on the context.
Got it.
And this is no exception. So one sangnita. So dish, please work. Okay. Sang. So no sign of case, grammatical case here. So actually, let's not do the translation now. All right. So this is to be read, I think. Yes, right to left.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Now this is intriguing.
Okay, so did you say we read this right to left?
No, I'm in the lines. So,
okay, so just the right column. Okay, right. So the first sign is a coup, Cook or Q3, I think.
Very good.
And then is that U?
You would think so, yes. Although I think we have talked about this, yes. So I think I introduced you to
it's with the numbers thing.
Yes.
So U and what? So it's a 10 and a 1, so it's 11. Or
the thing is, they are both half moons.
oh,
right?
Okay.
So that's the only thing that I purposefully did not include in the vocabulary list because I wanted you to look it up on your own.
Yes.
It's quite challenging. You can find it in the last pages of the sign list. And yes, so it's one of the challenges of this tablet. I did not want to by including it.
Yes, I can see it in Volk here. So actually he says that this sign is 1/3.
Very good.
It's number 242 in Volk, if anyone is looking for it.
Yes. Does it also give
And
the Mhm.
sorry?
No, does he also give the pronunciation? I think it's Shushani.
Yeah, he does say Shushani, and that sounds awfully Akkadian, doesn't it?
It does.
Shushana.
Yes.
Uh, but we'll work with that. So
Right.
Shushana, and then is that a badly written ta?
Looks like it, although it is not. I
It isn't.
included
Okay.
I included it as well in the vocabulary, I think.
Oh, right. Okay, so it is a badly written Shah.
Yes.
Shushana Shah. Okay. Um, and then the next line, oh my, is that a new? The first one.
Would it be
Oh,
a
you're
ma?
looking at
Oh,
yes.
so that's all one sign.
Yep.
Okay, it's a ma.
Followed by.
Na.
Okay. And then we have the final one, which is also in the vocabulary list.
Um, what in the world? Is it Udu?
Kind of looks like it, but no, in this context, it wouldn't make much sense. Although,
This
No,
could be
okay.
wrong.
So it's could it be Kam?
yep.
Yeah, okay.
So the classic genitive plus copula. So,
Mm.
and then we have the good old
Well, getting the easy ones today. So that's a mu.
nice,
The day 6 again.
very good.
Lo stivale.
Hmm?
Lo stivale. You're exactly right.
It's the boot, the Italian sign.
Oh,
Well,
didn't click at all, but now I remember.
by the way, that sounded really original and authentic. So
Oh, well, I did do 2 years of Italian like 20 years ago, so that's probably why.
I see, I see. Well, not bad, not bad. All right. What do we have then?
So that's a Lugal.
Mm-hmm.
And is that a da?
Yes.
Lugalda with a king.
Yep. I think it's a name. I did include it in the. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Very nice. Now this line is not easy.
No. Hang on. Googling around here. Sipat is the first one, I think.
Okay, very good. Yes.
Does that make the hang on. But I am mildly confused.
So the C-part sign is comprised of two signs.
Right. And how do I sound out the second one by itself? Is that Udu?
Yep.
Is that in your list?
I
Yes.
think so.
Okay, let's see what you had there. There we go.
I do.
Looking at your list could have made it easier. Okay. All right. Sipat Udu. Sipat Udu. The next one, what is that?
The next one is interesting because you have a U sign, a U2 sign inside of a frame. And you should know that the U2 sign is usually used for all things that have to do with grass. So the base meaning is grass. However, in a lot of languages, you do not have a set, I mean, not in a lot of languages, but you do have some languages in which the word for grass happens to be also the word for hair. Because they're, yes, like in Chinook and a variety of Native American language.
Right.
Chinook,
Up there in the
Tipso.
Vancouver area, I think. And
Yes.
you're saying that they use the word for grass and it also means hair? Or
Yep.
used to, since nobody speaks it anymore, but yeah.
Yes, so tipso would be the word. If you want to specify that and it's your facial hair, you say siachus tipso, which is, face grass. But again, it remains the word for grass. So here,
Okay.
very similar phenomenon. It's not exactly hair, I did gloss it in the it is in the vocabulary list.
It must be
Although it looks
Siki wool. Okay, I see.
it's a wool, it's fur in this context.
Very good.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
Okay, let's zoom out. That's a K and a K.
good. Very well. The wonders of Sumerian. We now know that it is related to Chinook.
Okay, so now it's my turn to get the easy ones. This is a bar and a D6.
Very good. Amazing.
Number one, something.
Yep.
Number one,
And
Iggy. Iggy knows something.
right, I did gloss it. It's the kind of slave.
Okay. Iggy knew. I don't have the glosses in front of me, so.
Don't worry, it's to do
Oh, there it
eight.
is. Oh, didn't we have that already? Looks somewhat
Yeah,
familiar. Mhm.
the text often. Oh, I had it as do eight. Okay, so do eight.
There we go.
So, yep.
Then comes the Pac-Man sign.
Yes, so that's the coup or cook we had above as well, I think. 2, 3. And then the next, I think, is going to be 14.
Very good. So I think we had it as 10 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1.
Now the next one I'm unsure about. It does seem somewhat familiar, but I can't place it.
Didn't we
It
have
is a
that
measure.
before?
Oh,
Did we have that already?
Because I stumbled over it, I remember.
Yes, we had it there. So what was that?
let's just look. Here it is.
Income.
Oh, Ging
The shekel.
4. Okay.
Shekel. Well,
And then the last one would be Cam as well. Yeah.
right, yes. So the line is basically identical, I think.
Yeah.
Urki is a fair man and does not sell to slaves of the same kind for a different price.
So, Mude, and back to you.
Okay. So is that Ma again?
This
Horribly
is
distorted. No, is that one sign?
this is the guy.
Oh, it's
Are we
a
looking
personal
at the right
name.
one? Oh, sorry, we're looking at the wrong side of the thing.
Ah,
But
okay.
you still got it right. We still got Emude. So no loss.
Wait, no. Wait. Yeah, no, it's right. What on earth?
Okay, so 21. Oh my. Is this how to read this? This is either a dingir or an an. I'm taking it, it'll be an an here. Or it should be read with the following sign as an 6 or 3. I always forget.
You are thinking very fancy things. However, when the sign on comes at the beginning, it usually stands for dingir because the
Okay,
the
so
copy often comes after something, and so does the
right.
thing.
Yes. So
That's
let's
it.
just say dingir, and then it's amu or angu.
So, and I think I happen to have it in the cultural
Is it
note.
in
Dingir Angu, yes. The god is
dingir
of
amu? Ah, right. Okay.
Ingiramo. Why can't I associate that with anything? Ingiramo.
I know it's right here. It's in the notes. It's a personal name.
Oh, okay. All right. It
The
would
god is
help.
of
It would help to actually read the notes. Okay, all right. Point made.
that's why we
And let's look at the copy here. Ingiramo, that's a new again. And that next thing is that, no, we had that. We had that before.
Yes.
On the left, nu kiri ke.
Right. Hearing 6.
K4.
Good. Nice. The last one is
And then,
actually. Mhm.
yeah, that's Ba, obviously. And then D6 again, but the lower one I'm unsure about. It looks a lot like Noon, only it's twice as long.
I'm not.
Um,
I am quite uncertain about this one as well, although I think it is a 6 or possibly a 16.
oh, okay, so it's a numeral.
Yes, although I'm not sure what it refers to.
Hmm.
So let's keep it there. Probably either the month or the number of the tablet. That's why it's written differently. But we can keep it for later, I guess. We can now have fun translating things. And see what they have to say. So do we want to start with line 12?
Let me open your document here.
Should probably get my own Volk as well.
I have Volk open, but not your document. That.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Are you guys still after the final sign?
Yes, I was going through the sign list to find it, but I can't seem to.
Yeah, no, I think
Um,
it doesn't really have to do with the text. It's probably just the numeration of the tablet, like, which made sense
yeah.
in the context, like with tablets,
Hmm.
and in the storage, probably.
Yeah. So this sang nitach
Mm-hmm.
would be one male slave.
Yep. Very good. We
Mana
have a
was
hard.
a mina, wasn't it? So off
Yep.
one mina. Hang on, I'm starting at the end because I'm not completely sure yet what's happening here. Who is silver, isn't it? Yes. What do we make out of the Shah?
So the thing is, I think I included it in the notes. We have it here. Shah, after a fraction, it means off, and it's a loan from Akkadian.
Aha.
So, Old Babylonian maths is mostly Akkadian, and like you can see the Akkadian influence even in like Sumerian calculations and writings. So in Akkadian, Shah again means off. So when you have a fraction and you want to say a third, let's say, of something, you say, you state the fraction and then you say off, which in this case would be Shah.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So you can treat it like a off.
Okay.
Good.
So, but yeah, it still gets a bit tricky. I'm trying to see how I can get the genitive of the mana in there, manak because
You just pretend that the Shah does not exist.
okay, so basically, okay, all right. So silver of it is one. I mean,
Mhm.
so obviously the meaning is it's one third mina of silver. Um,
Yep. Yep.
okay. Sh- 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 sh-
Very good.
Still weird grammatically. Trying to wrap my head around it, but I guess you have to see a bit more, a bit, yeah, a few more of these.
Let's see about the other ones. Okay, okay.
Wait, no, go to the first one. That's actually good. Go back to the first one. The very first one. Oh, this one's fine too. Okay, cool. Whatever 14 is, Gingakam. Cook 14 Gingakam.
This is relevant.
Right. 14 of shekel it is. Silver 14 of shekel. Okay. Which kind of, I mean, that, yeah, that makes some sense.
It's like saying one male slave who is of the value of 1/3 of a mana. Mina.
Okay, so you're thinking the genitive belongs to whatever we're talking about. I was wondering if it would be more a way to get the measurement unit glued to the number, if that makes some sense.
So what would be the second option if it weren't like of the value of 1/3 of a mana of silver? What were you thinking? Like what? How would you translate it?
No, I mean the meaning is sort of the same, right? It would be one slave worth, so to say, a third of a mina of silver. I was just wondering what triggers the genitive. Is it the number beforehand?
I think the number kind of doesn't count. I mean, the number, like in fractions as well, I think, do not really require a genitive to like get correlated to the noun.
Hmm.
So to have only one genitive kind of makes sense in this context.
Oh, right, because it could be for everything that comes beforehand. That's right. That's right.
This like third of a mina, sorry, a third of silver of a mina, and you have one implicit genitive here.
Right. Yeah, I think I get it. I think I get it. Basically, if I had to put parentheses around the whole thing for the genitive, it would be starting at the kug and it would be ending at the manak, basically, right?
Oh, we yes. I mean, this is the first term. This would be the second, and this would be the whole construction in the genitive.
Okay.
I mean, this, I think. Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Makes sense.
All right.
Thank you.
So,
So of the value of a third mina of silver.
yep. Monday. How did we translate it? He delivered. So is this construction clear? Good. So we have a unwritten N here at the end. Oopsie. It was good. We'll go that. We know this is a guy, so
Right.
this, I guess. We'll see. We'll see about the case. And who is this guy?
Something about our shepherd and sheep, right?
Shepherd of wool.
Of sheep.
Shepherd
Yeah.
of woolly sheep.
Of shepherd of woolly sheep. Yeah, that sounds kind of like the Odyssey. Very poetic. A shepherd of woolly sheep.
Very good.
And how did we translate Bade again? Let's look it up. Carried off.
Is that an actual woolly sheep?
That's correct. That's correct.
Right, all right. So then what do we have? this carried off, right?
Carried off is what we said. Yeah.
Very nice. Ooh, let's go.
Then there was the unskilled worker, wasn't it? The Iginudo.
How did I actually transliterate it as? Igi nudu a, very good. Nudu a. A is unwritten. Okay. So one unskilled worker. All right. Then I think it's the exact same thing as the other lines.
No, it
Just looks.
Oh, that was the shekel again, right?
Yeah. So it's shekel ak am.
Yep. So what would be the meaning of that?
One unskilled worker of the value of 14 shekels for the and that was exactly the same value that the unskilled worker in line 6 had. So, as you said, he's fair in his dealings.
Very good. All right. That was easy. Mode. You might
He
as well
delivered.
Delivered, yeah.
copy the wrong one, yes. Mode. Nice.
Oh my God.
And the So is this a proper name?
Yep.
And the A here, is that so that means lineage?
Well, the line,
Is this from the usage of A to mean semen?
yes, semen, seed.
Okay, yeah,
It
that
was my
makes
best.
sense.
Was
Yeah,
my best
it's
attempt
it's an it's an obvious line of sense development.
yes.
So
Also have I mean, some Sumerian interjections are attested, and Dinger is not one of them. As far as we know, when they wanted to say, "Oh God," they would say "Utu."
Oh, okay.
As far as my knowledge about.
like Utu, the name of the sun god.
Yes.
Yes. Like in Latin text, they'll always go Oedipal.
Oedipal, yeah.
Oedipal. So are we assuming that the Dingir Angu had a genitive?
We are, yes.
Is it a copulative statement? So the god is of my lineage.
Well, the defective writing leaves us no way of knowing, but it could be
Yeah.
both. You know, in
Oh
proper
yeah, I
names,
see you have both in your notes. Sorry, I missed that.
in proper names, copulas are often left unwritten, so one wonders,
Yes.
either in the context or like, do they just, fall out of use? Nobody knows.
No, something
And then
about
we have
that.
the gardener again.
Right. Very good.
And this is this odd thing where this nu is somehow taken to be related to lu by some sort of odd consonant alternation.
Right. The new, yes. You also have na, which is supposedly even more archaic, but again, we dive in territory here. So
Yeah. And yeah.
so the 16.
Okay. Bade, he carried off.
Right.
Yeah. Bande.
And then we have
16.
Okay, so the whole thing.
How do we make any sense of this all? Because
If we can get the transliterations, no, sorry, the translations in a single composition, and then just look at the text and what comes of it. I think we could do this. I can get rid of this, do this, just reopen it and open it on the side so it becomes even easier. Just gonna open it again. Do this. You'll make sense of what I'm doing in a second. So here I'm just gonna look at the text. So I have the text at hand. And here I'm just gonna copy and paste the text in another column. Here we have it. Okay. So, oh no, what is this? Okay. 1 mina of purified silver for the purchase of slaves. Emush, the merchant of the Emunus, carried off. And this makes sense of its own, so I would say we skip a line. From the total of the slaves being sold, one unskilled worker who is of the value of 14 shekels of silver, he delivered. And Urki, the gardener, carried them off, the worker. Oh God, people joining. Then one male slave of the value of a third of a mina of silver, he delivered. Oh my God, how do I do this? Wait. Ah. Okay. Now it's italics. We could say and Lugalda. That's easier on the eye and makes it more understandable. A shepherd of woolly sheep carried off. I am I am very much tempted to change the translation of carried off to just bought or brought away or bought away.
Yeah.
Right. Almost like bought, you would think, right? Yeah. Agree.
What do you think?
Is it offered or is it sold?
To give in. So, you know, English is more Sumerian is very polysemic, so it depends on the context. I think in this case, both make sense. He presented them probably, and someone bought them.
Okay.
So
let's see if we got it right. There's 1 mina of purified silver, which essentially Uremush got, right? He's the recipient of the money in the whole transaction.
yes.
From the total, one unskilled worker worth 14. Urki bought that one. Okay.
Yes.
And one male slave of a third of a mina. A mina, I think, was 20, so a third would be 7, give or take. Rounding up a little bit. Lugalda basically bought that one and gave him the third of the mina. So 7 plus 14 is approximately 20. So the math sort of works out. Okay, I think we have it, right? So
Yep.
the gardener and the shepherd of woolly sheep, they both walk away with their new acquisitions, and our merchant is getting a total of 20. Getting a
Well,
total of 1 mina. Okay. Okie doke.
that's what he walks away with. The one unskilled worker of the value of 14 shekels of silver. He, let's say again, offered. And Dingirangu, the gardener, bought.
Now my numbers don't work anymore. We just added another 14 shekels here. Unless I have the value of a mina wrong. Let me look. Is that more than 20 shekels?
Hmm.
Ha! A mina is 60 shekels.
There you have it.
So that's the problem. So a third of a mina then would be 20.
Right.
So 20 and 14 and 14. I guess the rest is credit card fee. Would be the going rate for Visa or MasterCard, so it's probably all right.
Here's a good one. That does make some sense.
It's
I
a
think with
ballpark. I mean, okay, all right. So we have 3 recipients. Sorry, 3 buyers and 1 seller, essentially. What's a merchant of the Ur-Mush again?
sorry,
What's the merchant of the Ur-Mush again? Like, what do we think that is? Not Imush, sorry.
Aemonus.
Imunus, sorry.
can't be certain. House of the Woman, some institution in Lagash, I think. I should be reading about it more, but can't be certain.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yep. I'll be looking into it a bit more. I'll read what I have to read and then I'll write some more and then I'll send you guys the whole finished thing.
Hmm.
But very nice work. I say we can stop the recording.
Okay.